Oh, Raymond, anong ginagawa mo rito? You're naka-mute. I'll try to unmute you. Oh, it's gotta be you. Anyway, how's it going, everybody? Claro Manzano here on behalf of Claudio Perrine. Got Raymond Cudala. Raymond's here because our topic for today, of course, is racing again. And you can say take two in this episode with Eduardo Coseteng, right? Because we are gonna get an update. We had him on the show last I know last year. So we're gonna get an update,
Yeah.
how to make even more waves in British Formula 4.
I think
Is that right?
episode 43.
46.
46. Yeah,
Check.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a while, right? And we're in 99 already. So I know guys, shall we bring in our guest? We
Sure.
can get a drum roll. All right. Hey,
Hi, everybody.
Eduardo.
Hi.
Hi,
How's it
Eduardo.
going?
Oh,
Yeah, it's good. How's everybody?
Doing fine, thank you.
Thank you
We
again, Claro, Claudia, and Raymond for having me. I'm really happy to be here again.
Yeah, we appreciate the time. You're hella busy. The
Yeah,
season just started. Training seems, like a priority that you guys are doing, which understandable. We'll get into
yeah.
later on. But well, thank you again for the time.
Thank you.
So you came on the show and you had no British F4 starts yet, and you're the first Pinoy to compete, right, in British F4, and you're back. One season on the belt, new team. How has everything been? What have you been up to?
Yeah, the first year went well. Learned a lot. It's not really about winning for the first year. I think I tried to win, but I don't think it's very realistic. But yeah, been busy with training. Always in the gym, the simulator, hard work for this year, so we can actually fight for the championship. And yeah, just finished my first race at Donington a few weeks ago. It's not bad. Scored some decent points, and yeah.
Yeah, you scored 23 points in your first, in that first weekend here with Hitech. So that's 23 points. You scored 111 last year. So,
Yeah, for sure. It was a better first round
I
than
mean,
last year already.
that's a big chunk already, right? Just looking
Yeah,
at your output last year, right? Man, what's different now? I think the car you're driving is different, right? It's a new generation of
yeah, it's a new
Formula 4
model.
cars. You got the
Everything's
Halo.
new. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Halo
oh,
looks
you have
pretty
the
cool actually.
halo?
Yeah,
The Janela's looking car.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
It's protected by an angel, right?
Yeah,
Angel.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Janela's looking car. Yeah.
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 How's it? Yeah, the new car. I mean, from this old school car we say now to the new British F4 car.
Yeah, it's unreal. Like my first day in the new car was good. Like it's so much more grip with a different tire. Um, the engine was a lot faster. I think, not sure. Last year we were around 215 kilometers top speed. Now we're around like 235.
Ooh, that's big.
Yeah, and like every track is approximately like 2 seconds faster with a new car.
Man.
It's
Wow.
just a better car. Like last year was just like a boat. Like it was so loose. Now it's actually like a proper race car, which is really fun to drive. So
And then the newer car looks a lot more guapo. Like, the shape of
yeah,
the wings and everything.
it looks
Yeah,
really sexy. Yeah, it's a good car.
exactly. Right.
Is it more
Yeah.
sensitive?
Yeah, the initial is a bit more sensitive than the old one, but yeah,
So there was an adjustment pa for you.
yeah, definitely. I mean, I struggled adapting from the old in the new car because the old car had such a specific way how to drive. You kind of have to unlearn what you learned before and learn something new.
Oh, wow.
So I wouldn't say it's extremely beneficial doing last year, but it's still an F4 car at the end of the day. So yeah, it's a lot
That's
of pros
true.
and cons to take into account.
Yeah, everything's
Okay.
still there, right? Claudia, you
Yeah.
got anything that is going on with Raymond?
No, I'm just saying welcome back, Eduardo. I mean, you from the last time we had you was episode 46.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, been a while.
Right.
Yeah, and you moved to a new team. And how was that transition? I mean, how did it happen?
Yeah, this big team, right? We are talking about
Yeah,
earlier. Hitech
Yeah,
GP is in F2. You're in
yeah,
the F2 F3 ecosystem.
yeah.
yeah. I mean, we were planning to sign again with my old team last year with
Mm-hmm.
Argenti.
Hmm.
And then just something happened. Like we got a call from Hitech that they were interested, and again we were interested too because they're a team with a prestigious name. They have
Yeah.
F3 and F2. They've won a lot. Really big team. So yeah, they definitely caught our eye. Then they were doing this year in F4. So we were like, we got in talks with them, and we were really happy of how they worked. Their structure and the team, and how interested they were in. So yeah, we just signed with them at the end of the day, and yeah, we're here.
Wow.
Mhm.
And what do you think got their your eye their eye?
I mean, I wouldn't say by results because last year for sure the results weren't the best. Like only the last 2 rounds was not bad with the pole and 2 podiums.
Mhm.
But I think it's when they saw that I was a second year driver and the pace I had last year was probably the thing that caught their eye as well.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah,
like a new,
when you had yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
sorry, like a new team would always want a second year driver, especially because they're new.
It's like a
Help them.
rookie.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
so you could unlearn the old
old
habits
Yeah,
and give them the new habits or the new uh, skills
yeah,
for that new car.
Mhm.
Oh, that's very interesting. So it's not about the results; it's really about where you are as a race car driver.
yeah. They take everything into account with the age, maturity, um, the pace, the racecraft, just everything really.
Mhm. Before Raymond, no, what do you call this? We saw that you had bad days, so we'd follow your races,
Yeah.
and then at least someone nips you in the back, things like that
Yeah,
happen, and then you come away the fastest lap, right? So I mean, at least there was some silver lining there. We saw that a
yeah, yeah,
number of times on tough days. We're like,
yeah, for
oh,
sure.
okay, ain't that bad, getting tagged, but the fastest lap can also speak for itself in a
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, Raymond, anything? Of course, you being a
Yeah.
former junior Carter of the Year, yes. Kapitbahay ko,
Well,
sort of.
yeah. I just want to ask if is there a big difference when it comes to fitness to the new Formula car? Like, I'm pretty
Mm.
sure it's 2 seconds faster, so there's a lot of G force and everything. So does it require you to be a lot more physically fit?
To the old car, I mean, I would say yes because since you have more grip and it's 2 seconds a lot faster,
Mm-hmm.
you have a lot of more minimum speed, which will have a lot more G forces pushing you the opposite way.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I looked at the onboard of one of the tests I did in Brands GP. I saw like most corners under braking was 2 Gs, and then probably on minimum, like from the side to side, was 2.5, 2.8. So that's approximately like 20 kilos pushing you the other way. And there's like, let's say 12 corners a lap, and you do less than a bit, like 10 laps, something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a bit harder than last year, I would say.
Then it piles up, like, ouch.
Yeah,
You start. That's
yeah,
when you start feeling it, right?
yeah, for sure. On the race runs, when
I'm,
you do like 20 minutes straight, that's when you get tired at the end.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure you're working twice as hard now when it comes to training with weights and everything.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've done a lot of work in the preseason, like just putting on so much muscle.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, a funny thing, it come to the point where I have too much muscle as a racing driver. So I'm in
Mm-hmm.
the I'm on the maximum weight I could be. So if I get any more heavy, I won't be like it
Yeah.
won't be as efficient with the minimum weight and everything.
Mhm.
I'm around like 70 kilos with no kit on, like just me, and that's probably like the maximum I'm gonna be. So I'm on this diet now, and they've altered my training plans to make it that I don't gain too much muscle.
Hmm.
Oh,
So
wow.
less of the kare-kare, right? You said
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what is
yeah,
No
your favorite,
food,
right?
no
yeah.
rice,
No kare kare
chocolates.
anymore.
Ano
So
tayo?
what
Let's
kind of
go.
exercises do
Yeah.
you do? What kind of exercise do you do? Plyo? Is it the
Yeah,
reaction?
the race car drivers,
Yeah,
Ooh, there's a lot.
routine
Mm-hmm.
different
there's a
from
lot. Eh?
basketball or
There's
football,
a lot.
Yeah.
right?
There's a lot. Like it's like endurance or strength mixed with reaction. With the lights, you have like 6 pods. You have to
Yeah.
react to it and stuff. You either hit it with a medicine ball or your feet. It's just all just racing driver stuff with reactions, basically.
It's a
And
matter
do
of
you do that
staying
every
lean.
day?
Yeah. Hey, Claudia.
Sorry.
You do that every day? Like, oh,
Well, not
what's your weekly exercise?
so. I go Hitech have an amazing gym facility at base at factory, so they have a lot of good people there too. They have a fitness instructor, a nutritionist. I go there from Tuesday to Thursday. It's open, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday I'm there. Unless I have testing, then I'll miss like one day. Like I'll just go Wednesday, Thursday, or I'll just do Tuesday, Thursday, or sometimes I don't go in at all. Just depends when I'm available. But mostly I go 3 times a week: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's with that's just the gym. That's without the simulator part yet.
So do
How
you
does
do
that go?
both at the
Yeah.
same day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it depends. If I'm testing that week, I probably do both. Like I'll do gym in the afternoon, well in the morning, and then in the afternoon I'll do sim.
Mhm.
So I'm there like the whole day.
How big of a factor is simulators nowadays when it comes to racing? Because yeah, it gives you a lot more track time, and you get to see the track and memorize the breaking points. So how big of a help is it to you as
I
a
mean,
racing driver?
I think from sim to sim is not too different, but from
Mm-hmm.
teams with teams don't have a sim, but let's say if there's a team with no simulator and a team that does, you just the time you use for on track is less. Like you learn all the braking references, all the minimum speeds, the brake shapes, the throttle application, when you should apply the throttle, what point.
Mm-hmm.
On the sim, not so much technique, just more just references to see how the track is, like how wide it looks and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not like blinded in the first day, like whoa, it looks too neat for me.
Yeah.
You could save a session or two just by learning the track on the sim.
So that once you're there for practice, I don't know, it's just a matter of fine tuning, I guess.
Yeah, it's just more familiarized basically on the first session.
Uh-huh. All right. Raymond, anything? Claudia?
No,
We're good. Let's carry on.
I just want to say that regarding the exercise, because we see that on what's that on Instagram and Facebook, how fast they are with the tennis ball
Yeah.
and all that, you know, and race car drivers. I think I'm not sure if everybody knows this, but they should be the fittest athletes
Mhm.
at the top.
Well,
Is
I
that
mean,
true?
it's a nice way to put it, but I don't want to sound like a bit biased that racing is the hardest sport. But yeah, there's a good bit of fitness required, mentally and physically.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
mentally, yeah.
there's also this thing, right? You have to be able to get out of the car in 5 seconds for safety reasons, of course.
Oh
Yeah, with the,
gosh.
with a halo because it's in the way of getting out before you can
Right.
just like undo your belts and push from the side. Now you have to pull yourself up, then
Uh-huh.
push yourself up again, and then jump out, climb over the
The
halo.
halo. Do you
Yeah,
do that? Do you have a stopwatch? Do they actually
yeah.
ask
I
you
think
to do a
it's a
simulation for it?
requirement. It's a requirement before the race. So I think all drivers have done like a test where they jump out in time. It's
Mhm.
not too hard. I don't know. I don't remember the exact time for F4, but I just did it as fast as I could, and they're like, "Oh, it's within the time." So
Okay, you're good. Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
They
you're
didn't
good.
say
yeah.
they
Yeah,
didn't say they adjusted the time because of the halo, but
yeah.
No, I
they said
don't.
you're
It's,
good, so keep doing
Yeah,
it,
but-
right?
yeah.
yeah, because during that, who was the driver? That Grosjean?
Yeah.
Grosjean. Yeah,
Bahrain.
Grosjean, yeah.
And
Yeah,
That
Bahrain.
was a
that
bad
was
one. Yeah, the
nasty.
Bahrain. That was nasty. Yeah.
that
Power
was
split in two.
that was huge. That
Uh-huh.
was really scary. It's actually like surprising he walked away with just a few burns.
On his hands, but right?
Yeah, his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But credit to like everything that they were doing. They said the halo played a role in it because his car
yeah,
went
for
through the
sure.
barrier.
Yes.
It wedged in the barrier, so like it pulled the barrier upwards, so it missed his head instead of going directly at them.
Hmm.
And the
Was
and
it?
the
Yeah, Claudia.
the emergency car, the one behind him was like what, two
Medical car.
seconds?
Yeah.
Medical car.
Yeah, I was lucky. Was it lap one? It happened like the first.
Yeah. Open
Yeah, I
lap.
was lucky that the safety car was
Mhm.
there. Like a bit of delay. Hopefully nothing wrong would happen. But I don't know if something else would happen. Like that would be that good. Like just hopefully it's better that the safety car was there on that one.
Oh yeah. What was the talk in the racing community when it happened? Were you guys just saying, "Thank goodness, safety's fine"? The
Yeah, for sure. We were just
Roman is fine.
all of us was happy that Grosjean was okay. Like everybody was talking about like how good the halo was, and there's a big part. So yeah, everyone was quite happy.
Yeah, seems
So you-
parang everyone's pro Halo now, right?
Yeah, I
Everyone
was
is
just
making
gonna
fun
say.
of it,
Yeah.
right? I
Yeah.
didn't
You were
like it. It's like,
making-
hey, it looks ugly.
Yeah, I didn't like it at first.
That's
But
it. That was my question. Yeah, did you like it?
I mean, at first, like when they just released it, like in F1 and F2 and that, I was like, oh, it just ruined how the car looks. But now without it, there's some championships have no halo in F4. I just look at it and go, it just looks weird. Like
Yeah,
I prefer with a
aesthetics,
halo.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks so much better with a halo now. I don't know why.
Yeah,
And it's
maybe
scary.
for fans in the F1 Club of the Philippines, if they see the old cars, no, he'll just say, "Ang pangit, no."
Yeah,
It's coming
for
from
sure.
me, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And is there a psychological impact on you, like knowing that there's a halo,
Mhm.
and right compared to the not halo, because you could drive faster with the halo, but without the halo, like oh my gosh, what happens?
Oh,
if
I mean, I don't think so. Like without with or without the halo, I think the fast driver is always 100%. There's never you're too focused to worry about safety. Like it's just go.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you ain't first, you're last, right? You
Yeah.
wanna
Ain't
go for it?
first, you're last.
Yeah, Raymond.
I think one question a lot of people want to ask is, does it really block your sight or
Yeah.
where you?
Oh
First
yeah.
time mo pa, right?
Yeah.
Getting that.
Yeah, before I got in the car for the first time, I was like, oh, maybe I don't know if it like impair my vision
Yeah.
or something. So I tried it, and it didn't really, because you, as a racing driver, you don't look straight forward. You know,
Yeah.
like you should look at the corner to the right or the left,
Yeah.
like a few meters ahead of you, always looking forward. So
Always on your upper left and your upper right, right?
yeah, for sure. Yeah, never
Okay.
straight center.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
that's
it's
toward,
hard.
that's toward the grass. That's somewhere else.
I'm taking that away from you guys. My next karting session. Thanks.
So you have to look, you can't look straight, so you have to like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Pero ano, how about when you're in the start of the of a straight? Are you already looking at the next corner, even though it might not be in your peripheral vision, so you end up looking straight? Does that happen? The halo.
I mean, there's a lot to do as a racing driver. So like, let's say you come out the last corner, so you could look at your dash, like what's on your steering wheel. So you could check maybe like temperature if everything's okay on the time you did.
Mhm.
Then you look at your pit board to see the laps you
Right.
did, or maybe the position you're in, or how slow or fast you are compared to the others. And then that's already like halfway down the straight. And then there's a corner there, so you kind of look at the corner already. and
Okay.
kind of- yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect way. It's coming from
Yeah.
you now, no? It's not
Yeah.
people in the comment section fighting about the halo, saying
Yeah.
yay or nay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We spoke about the movie before, Talladega Nights, because I thought when people had halos, first timers, it's like Ricky Bobby in his movie NASCAR. Talladega Nights is NASCAR, and Ricky Bobby's like, man, it's so hard to drive because I got this sponsor on my windshield. They took in a sponsor to block the windshield
Yeah.
for more money. But this movie's more of the comedy side, kaya
Yeah.
they did it. So nothing like that, it seems. No, you didn't
For
have
sure,
any
no,
of
I
that.
don't. You can't. Yeah, you're too focused to look where you're going rather than seeing
Yeah.
what's in front of you.
But here, like it's the halo we can see in your photo. You still got the same helmet design as last year, I think.
It's the
that
same
something?
helmet. Same helmet.
Same, exactly the same.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't see the need to get a new helmet for this year. I think the helmet looks good. You know, the pink and blue. So maybe next year a new helmet. Looks a bit old now. A lot of chips in the front. You can't see because it's not close up, but
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Maybe.
those things only have like a short shelf life, right? They're like homologated, like it only lasts for X years. Like George Russell, he is gonna do a last minute race for Mercedes, and then his parents sent a helmet to get repainted, and they're like, oh no, you can't. It's an old helmet. It's like it has an
Oh.
expiry date. They're saying.
yeah, all
Something like that.
all helmets, hands device, your suit, your gloves, everything has an expiry date. But I don't know with helmets. I'm not sure if it expires faster than the other kit items. But yeah,
I think it's about 5 years.
5 years.
Oh.
5 years.
yeah, maybe yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
so,
Is there a difference about for per helmet? Is there something that you prefer, a certain type of helmet, or
Yeah, good
Oh.
question.
Yeah,
Question.
I mean, there's a lot of different brands like
Mhm.
Arai, Bell, Stilo. What the one Verstappen has, Skew Birth. So I don't know how to pronounce it.
I think that's the best way to say it when we're guessing.
Yeah. Yeah,
we'll guest him here and ask him. Just kidding.
but yeah, it's more on your head shape. What's more comfortable with what helmet?
Mhm.
I've personally always been Arai. I've never tried Bell, although I might switch to Bell soon. Maybe for my next helmet. You know, I don't know. Maybe.
No,
So,
who
yeah,
knows
we'll
if that's the lucky charm, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I like how the Bell looks as well. I've been eyeing on the Bell for my next helmet. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
It's like buying shoes, diba? It's like
Yeah.
you're if you're
Yeah.
Nike, and then if you're Adidas, or
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Under Armour, the look of it, the shape, the size,
Yeah.
the fit. Interesting.
Ako LS2 helmet lang ko. That's the motorcycle helmet. Sigura daw. Not so, and it's good for safety.
Yeah.
Raymond, what's your helmet? Are you Arai
I
or
was just
Bell? I
gonna ask
forgot.
Raymond, yeah.
You
Yeah,
got one
I'm
of
also
the legit
RA.
brands. Arai also. Okay.
Yeah.
My cousin's into motorcycles. I think he goes Arai also. Yung Bell daw has good ventilation. But he said
Yeah,
he
it
would hear
does.
the wind. So
It
personally,
does,
he
yeah.
didn't like that. Just a preference. There's no right or wrong though. Yeah. But I forgot to ask, no? So this is a big deal because first Pinoy, until now, you don't have company like other Filipinos racing you in British F4. It's a big deal again to be in that stage. We keep stressing. Where do you encounter Pinoy fans? And you were like, uy, ito yung Pinoy, hindi to siya. Or paddock signing,
Yeah,
there's a
I
picture
mean,
here.
there's a picture there in Donington. Like Time Attack Manila. I'm sure you know Time Attack Manila.
Yeah.
They're one of their friends. Him. He's studying in the UK as a motorsport engineer actually, which is quite interesting. And yeah, he after race one or something, he just come up and was like, "Oh, kamusta?" I was like, "Oh, Pinoy," something like that. And yeah, but yeah, then we had that picture, and yeah, I got recognized for being Pinoy as well. So there's a few Pinoy fans. I mean, last year there's one as well, but not a different guy. It wasn't him.
Okay, so it's great, you have that company.
Yeah. Every now and then you see a fellow kababayan.
Yeah, I was telling Raymond the thing where we'll bring the PBA style banners for you
Yeah.
in Macau or wherever. Yeah, Raymond, I was telling you that, right?
Yeah.
Overdrinks na yan, overdrinks na yan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pero no, konting high-tech ulit. You get to work with guys like Yuri Vips, Marcus Armstrong? Or do you guys train together? Or it's all F2 boys together, F4?
I mean,
F3?
it's all quite separate. Like it depends. You'll have like usually on your off days you're alone, but if let's say you're trying to prep for a race weekend, you have all the F4 drivers to the same calendar, or like all the F3 drivers, or all the F2 drivers. But yeah, I haven't really trained with Yuri or Armstrong yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a day in the gym at the same time with Armstrong, but didn't really talk much. You're just in the gym, like with the instructors, listening to what he's doing.
Yeah,
But I've met Yuri once in the meeting room. That's all my interaction with them. I don't really know them as much.
This guy's legit. Tell him I say hi.
I was trying to not, like, when I met Yuri, I was trying to not to fanboy. I was like, oh, it's Yuri.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, nice to meet you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, F2 That's crazy. They're up there. No, so professional talaga.
Yeah.
Right. When you mean business at a time like that. No, Raymond.
Nah, I'm okay.
Okay. So yeah, cool.
So wait, this guy. So there's a
This is
guy
Time
that's
Attack.
holding a He's holding a pen. So are you with two other of your driver teammates, or there?
Yeah, that's the guy beside me. You can't really see him because he's covered by the guy in the blue coat.
Yeah, he's
But,
holding the black pen.
Yeah, that was my teammate Alex Dunn, and the guy beside him is Ollie Gray, which are good mates of ours.
Mm-hmm. This guy here in the right, is that Ollie? He's in
Ollie
the
Gray.
Williams jacket. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Williams Academy driver.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the current uniform.
Yeah, he drives for Williams. He's in their academy.
Man, so you're in good company. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is the autograph signing sessions.
Actually, if you see, there's another guy there, the one with the shades. He's a Mercedes Academy driver as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then
What's his name?
Daniel Ginchard.
Okay. Yeah, we haven't heard of many academy drivers as of late.
Yeah, there's 3 in British F4. The other one his name is Ugo. His last name is quite long. I can't really find Ugo. Chukwu.
Yeah, ganun talaga. Don't worry.
Yeah,
When you're in international community.
Yeah, he's an American driver for McLaren Academy this time. So you have a McLaren Williams and the Mercedes drivers on the grid.
And that's on the roof with you, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing, huh? How does one actually join the academy?
You get recruited, and if you have a really good manager that knows, like, has connections, then yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I personally don't have a manager. My mom's my manager. I don't really have one. There is the need to. Maybe for higher formulas, we might get a manager, but for now we're okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they've been recruited. Yeah, I think Daniel, the guy with the shades, got recruited from Mercedes because he won British Championship in karting.
Okay.
Then
go ahead.
The McLaren driver Ugo, I don't know if he won or did quite well in Europe in karting as well, and got recruited by McLaren.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Just to clarify, so all these guys are your teammates under Hitech?
No,
US currently
they're
just British F1 in
no,
general.
no kalaban. We don't. Yeah,
Kalaban talaga. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is like a joint autograph signing session.
yeah. All the
And
teams
they're
were there. Yeah,
Okay.
You look like you're all friends.
yeah. We're all friends off the track, but on the track,
Okay.
you know, just, no.
Alam
You
na.
know, yeah, alam na. No, this academy, the pathway of an academy. That's a good thing for athletes and for sports, no?
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of pros and cons with joining academies. Like, it's kind of hard to join academy really early because you're kind of stuck with them. So, like, let's say you join a Red Bull academy, you're Red Bull all your life.
Yeah.
Then you could have got like a Ferrari academy that will get you to F1 2-3 years earlier or something like that. So you kind of have to choose the right time and the right moment when you get the opportunity. So always just wait for more opportunities to come. Don't take the first one that comes to you because there'll always be better ones.
We're seeing it differently. We always thought, oh, academy.
Yeah.
Whenever we hear
Yeah.
new Red Bull driver came from academy, we're like, oh wow,
I did think of that as well. Like, oh, let's get in academy as early as possible. But I don't know, maybe it's not time now. Maybe just for higher formulas. Maybe academy
Yeah.
could be beneficial. But yeah.
Yeah, kaya who the heck are we? Because we don't know nothing. We're getting
No.
it from you. We're getting it from you. You're
Like,
there.
how old do they start when they recruit you for the academy?
I don't know. I don't think they look at age much. As long as you're not too old that your fitness is going down.
Mhm.
Right.
They just look at just results. Like,
Okay.
if you win, they'll ring you and they'll be interested. Depends on what you win as well. If you win British F4 or Italian F4, so it really depends.
The
Yeah.
car does look really good with the halo. It
Yeah,
really
diba?
does. Yeah,
And then
it
you have,
does.
I think these are called the cooling fins. Yeah. Give it
Yeah,
an
the
extra
vents
look.
on the side, they look really good.
Yeah, I'm loving how the Petrons all over the car too.
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
wing, the rear
Yeah,
wing,
yeah.
top wing, on the side, on top of the side pods, everywhere.
Everywhere, no?
Yeah.
Patatu ko na rin yan, the logo.
Yeah.
I don't have tattoos yet. Oh, Claudia, I have an idea for my first tattoo, di ba?
Petron.
Yeah. Let's look for another picture. Yun nga. Yeah. Mas madali.
Galing,
That's seen all over somewhere. Yeah. Pero, okay, so you guys are buddies, no?
Yeah.
With the other racers. How about in your team? Do you treat them okay, you're also buddy in the beginning? Before a race, and when it's helmets on, it's every man for himself. Understandably, right?
I
Is that how
mean,
it works too with your teammates?
with teammates, it's a bit tricky. Like, of course, all come back and you all have each other's data.
Right.
We're all friends off the track, but on the track, you're not really their friend, but you try not to mess up their race. Like if it were to someone else, you'd probably race a bit harder. But you have to think of like the team and the team championship, and like you don't want another enemy, which is your teammate.
Mhm.
So yeah, there's a tiny bit of respect, like more respect than others, but still, racing is racing.
Yeah, we see. I know. There's also the team championship. So I think since you guys have 4 drivers, they'll pick 2 of you to add to their championship. If I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken, that's
I
how it works.
I think every weekend the team picks 2 drivers to score points.
Were you chosen for this one, or you're not sure?
I think it's just me and Alex who were chosen to, because we're the only second-year drivers in the team. The other 2 are rookies. So I think, yeah, second-year drivers would probably be a bit faster, more experienced, so be more towards the front.
Yeah. So ikaw yung mama, like Raymond. Raymond yung mama. I know in the local scene. Yeah.
Lolo Raymond.
Okay. Lolo na pala, no? Yeah. No. But okay.
Just a few years.
Lolo Raymond.
Nag-skip pala yung tito, no? From
Yeah.
yung lolo.
LR ka na pala, LR. Lolo Raymond.
Lolo Raymond. Yan na initial.
Actually, yeah, I think the age gap is a bit far, right, Eduardo? I think I was in the senior class and you were in cadets, right?
Yeah. How old are you now?
Whoa,
I'm 23.
23. I'm only
I'm not.
I'm only 18.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's
five
about-
five years difference.
Kaya konti
You were
lang, right?
7,
You raced
right?
against each other.
When you start.
Ooh, I think I was 8.
Wow. Young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's young. Young na yun, no? Or is that a bit
Yeah.
old?
It's a good age. Good age.
It's a
Good
good
age.
age,
to start.
okay.
It's a good age to start.
but there's a lot of drivers who start at like 5, 6. Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Man. So I started my rental carts at the right time pala. And then that was it. 7. 7. So scared though. Wala na yung car track Rockwell parking lot. There used to be one.
Oh
Yeah.
really? Okay.
Yeah. So wala you okay, so you mentioned team. No? So you don't have anything like that bromance of Carlando that you see in F1. What people see on the surface, right? I think those guys kind of do it just to get people talking about them and just have fun, right?
I mean, it depends. Like, I personally get along really well with my teammate Alex, like the other second year driver. Um, I don't know. We have a good relationship as teammates and as friends, but I don't think we can really show it because it's not as much social media and like cameras always around like an F1 or just
Yeah.
an F4, so people wouldn't really know. But yeah, I have a pretty good relationship with all my teammates.
Yeah, as an F1, they say something and everyone just goes nuts, right? And
Yeah,
one
yeah,
statement, there's more media now, Drive to
yeah,
Survive. Yeah,
yeah,
that wasn't around before. No.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, about 30 minutes into the show already, so we can just take our water break. Guys, oh, pit stop. Ngayon, tayo, since our topic is racing. We are about to take the longest ever pit stop. So, teka lang. Okay. So, again, we want to remind you, we're a member of the Globally Ballin Network. Do head to globallyballin.com for your original content. Make sure to give them a follow too on social media. If you're on Spotify, the link is right there just to access our partner, Globally Ballin. And follow us on social media, WTHAW Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And these are videos again. If you're not on Facebook, they're on YouTube at Globally Ballin, the channel right there. That's the place to be. Along with our sister shows, if you are on the go, Spotify is the place to go. So again, right there alongside our sister shows. The sister shows SJ Belanghel guested on the Hang Time podcast with Denise Dinsay, talking about hoops, of course, with the UAAP. And Eliza Valdez is one of the recent guests on Mukbang with Jojo, two Ateneo buddies. And then alternative basketball, relive the golden era of Philippine hoops with my titos, Noel, Charlie, Sid, JPM. Yan ang tunay na tito talaga. These guys
Yeah.
are alternative
Hindi
basketball.
lang lolo, hindi lolo.
I didn't say that. I said titos. Yeah. And then sponsors. Whew. We got Chops to Go. Screen disappeared there. Teka lang Oh, technical difficulty. Sponsors, we got Chops to Go. We got New Era, Hinluban Farms, Barrio, Fiesta, Makati Ave, Fuji Mama, George's Delights for your peanut butter, Cookie Chum, and then we got our aqua flasks from the Daily Ounce. So Chops to Go, by the way, branches are in SM Bikutan, SM South Mall, SM North EDSA. And then last but not the least, I got Cuts Apparel for our shirts again. Hit them up too for your Cycling Pulse company uniforms. So, let's get back. There you go, guys. Done with the world's longest pit stop. May konting problema nga with the software earlier.
Nawala.
I know. Yeah. So anyway, let's talk
Pit
about the
stop.
circuits. Raymond, I think you're the perfect guy to ask Eduardo about that.
Yes.
We got like 3 circuits in Luzon, right? For Philippines. DRC, Batangas, you got Subic, and Clark, am I right? Correct me if I'm wrong. No?
Yeah, I don't think Subic's there anymore.
It's not there anymore.
Oh,
No?
Nana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, when I knew
Carmona.
about
So we only have two now.
okay, no, racetracks talaga for racing cars.
Yeah.
No.
For cars, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Carmona
Yeah.
kasi pang go-kart, no. Yeah, last time I
Oh,
checked
okay.
Subic, there's still AF3 in the Philippines, no.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
how was it, Eduardo? Raymond's telling us last time, no. For racing here, it's 2 tracks you have to memorize, right? And there, every weekend, there's a new racetrack. How was it for you? Jumping all sorts of places.
I mean, I actually never been around like BRC and Clark in a race car. I've only
Uh-huh.
been to Clark once on the V1 and a few track days.
Yes.
But yeah, I think there's 10 tracks in the calendar for British F4. I think the simulator helps definitely with learning the tracks. But yeah, it's definitely a challenge. Like especially being a second year driver is easier than rookies because we kind of already know the track. We've done, let's say, a couple of days plus 3 days on the race weekend, so we have a lot of laps under our belt. So yeah.
Is there always that fear? No. Oh man, it's a new weekend. You gotta go over and learn a track again. You just finished memorizing the previous track. Do you have that in your head every time? It's info overload. Does that
Um,
happen?
no, I mean as a racing driver, like you just want to learn new tracks. You know, it's so fun learning new tracks because the different characteristics, different. You know, just the tracks so different from each other. So yeah, I think we're eager to learn as much tracks as possible.
Hmm. And that's the perfect place, of course. Racing's crazy there in the
Yeah,
UK
for
because you
sure.
get to fuel that fire. It's because racing, of course, is a lot different. You can say it's like golf where it's not a fixed environment. You see soccer, you see basketball. It's just lines. Unlike it varies in racing. When we go to a
Yeah,
track,
yeah,
you go
for
to a
sure.
golf course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like the variables like track temp, the weather, if it's raining, if it's sunny, or if it's um, yeah, when it's rain or sun, or when there's a lot of wind as
yeah,
well. So like the aerodynamics and how the wind affects the track temp or the temperature. Just so much to take into account. Like every session, it could change so much in really big tracks. So like one track in Snetterton, it's around like a 2 minute, like under 2 minutes. So it's quite long for an F4 F3 car.
mhm.
And every session, maybe the wind direction could change. So that in terms of driving, it's so different. It's so different. So yeah,
Yeah. There's so many moving parts. Like they say, "Oh, fastest lap, yay!" But the person said it at another time of the day. So, and
yeah,
like you
of
said, the
course. Like
conditions.
yeah, like it could be really sunny and dry in the morning, and then really horrible and rainy in the afternoon, and be like,
Hmm.
oh, this guy set the fastest time, but because it's session one,
Yeah, rain might be something you're good at, right? I mean,
Yeah,
first first race.
I do enjoy the rain in the F4 cars. It's really fun, like with car control, with like how with how hard you can hit the brakes without locking up, and controlling the throttle and throwing the car around, rotating it and stuff. I do enjoy the rain a lot.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
first race. I know your team made a good call on tires. You guys made a good call. So I
Yeah,
think you stormed out the field, right? We were nuts. We were
yeah.
nuts, huh?
I started around somewhere in the back
Yeah.
mid-ish back, and my engineer just said we're going slicks, and there's only four drivers on the grid who went slicks. Everyone was on wets. Through lap one, it's hard, it's all wet, so like just trying to build tire temp, and then throughout the middle of the race, just building up so much pace, because it's drying up and slicks were the way to go. I finished P4 at that race.
Yeah.
I was so frustrated. I could have been third, like, because as a rookie, I didn't really like overtake very well. So if I was a second year driver, I would have overtook like a lot faster than I did. Yeah, I
Mm,
mean fourth is not bad for a first race, but you always
Yeah.
want more.
Exactly.
You always want more.
yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Always. Yeah.
I have a question. With doing simulation, do you have like weather conditions there, or it's just
I mean, that's what the difference is with sim to sim. So like, let's say a team like Hitech have their own sim. They actually develop
okay?
their own sim. They have people like engineers developing the sim. So like they have different setup changes, different wing configurations, different wind configurations, different track temps. So it's yeah, you could learn a lot in the simulator by that sense. Like maybe one session you can make the track a bit colder,
Oh wow.
or one session you can make the wind you can have headwind or tailwind or no wind. So it's a really good practice in the sim sometimes.
And you feel it inside the sim? You
Yeah,
feel
for
it?
sure you feel it. You have
Man.
to you have to
Wow.
adjust the driving to the especially to the wind. More the track temp is more on. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that we have heat sensor. So the tires start really cold and it builds up like in real life when it gets hotter and hotter and you have more and more grip. So you can't just push like in lap one. You have to build it up, and it changes as well with the temperature of the track. So if you have a colder temperature in the track, it takes more laps to get into the rhythm. Rather than when it's hot, you kind of already there from lap three.
That is
Yeah.
that's so cool.
It's a
Yeah,
lot
it's
more
Yeah.
complicated.
it's a
Yeah.
lot.
Make
It's a lot.
make it look real, no? So
Yeah,
people, that's not a PlayStation. That's not a toy. It's
it's
legit.
not. It's
It's
Yeah.
not a toy. Yeah, it's not a
That's
toy.
like that's like
Gran
airplane levels.
Turismo.
Well,
yeah,
not yeah, definitely not Gran Turismo or was that R Factor?
Need for Speed. Was that Need for
Yeah,
Speed? Was it?
that's
Yeah.
one of those games, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. No. So you're exposed to high level technology, British F4, right? It's in the Formula Racing ladder. You went home na, vacation, finished your first F4 season, and you ended up racing Formula V1 in the Philippines. How was it? Did you feel more confident? Did you feel more skilled?
I mean,
Just doing that, man.
I went home for a month for over Christmas to see friends and family. Have a bit of a vacation to stay away from racing. But yeah, I ended up racing again. It was all last minute. Like I'm not sure who showed interest at the time that asked me to do it. I don't know if it's the event organizer, JP Tuason, or Coach Edgen, one of them. And then then everything was last minute. So probably like three days before, we were like, okay, fine, we're gonna race. And they were like, okay, let's get the car ready and stuff. I couldn't really find a car because we didn't have any spares, and I was lucky enough that Stefan Ramirez helped me a lot and lent me his car. So I'm really thankful for that. If without him, I wouldn't be able to race. And I just ended up racing Formula V1 back at home for a weekend, and yeah.
At least one race win, right? Raymond, you're telling me about this, no?
Yeah,
race win.
Eduardo
Yeah.
was quick. How was the race for you?
It was good. I mean, race one, I've never raced in Clark in a race car before. Oh, actually, I've never been around the track, so it's all new to me. Especially with shifting the gear. Like I'm used to paddle shift. I've never shifted with my right.
This is
And-
stick shift.
Stick shift, yeah.
Stick
Old
shift,
shift,
school,
yeah.
baby.
Yeah, and what was worse that I had to brake with my right foot instead of my left. So in F4 they're really fuzzy about like the brake shape because you press it quite strong, and you kind of want like a really intense initial and a really really slow bleed off. And which all cars are like that. So I wasn't really used to like using my right to brake because I had to have my left foot on the clutch. I had so much things going on. Like I had this stick beside me now instead of this paddles, shifting
Yeah.
down the gears. I had to press the clutch every time I shifted the gear.
What is that, diba?
And then my right foot's on the brake. And what is harder as well is I had to blip the throttle with my heel, like to do heel and toe every time I went down the gear. So yeah, it took a while to learn. Like it took me like 1 or 2 sessions to learn everything, get used to it. At first, like I was so uncomfortable, I was braking so early everywhere. But yeah, I did get used to it at the end. So yeah, the races was pretty good. I mean, I did 1 day of testing before, 1 or 2 days of testing before the race, and yeah, we were on speed quite quick. Changed a lot with the car. Yeah, I just remember that race 1. I won the very first race, and then race 2 I come second, and 3 and 4 I don't know if I come third, second, just on the podium somewhere there.
It's the podium, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good race. Like there's a time where I'm not sure if race 1 I won or not. I think it was race 2 because race 1 I remember having a really really bad start because I've never done practice starts on the car before. So yeah, I've ended up in the straight in Clark is so long because the start and finish starts from the very end.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did a really bad start, and then I just see everyone fly past me. I'm like, oh no. And then had a bit of a recovery drive. I think Milo and Daniel was too far to catch, and I think I finished third or fourth, something like that.
Man.
Yeah. 3 podiums, 1 win. Not bad, like
Yeah,
for a last minute.
Because on the Formula V1 car, the clutch is on a foot pedal, and on the Formula car is a hand clutch, right?
Oh, actually, an F4 it's all on the foot as well.
Oh,
Only I think F3 above is the clutch is on the steering wheel. So yeah, I think it was just like getting used to like the power band and like how the clutch feels with the car. Because every car really differs from everyone. And like Milo and Daniel have done a lot of days in the Formula, like done the whole championship, so they know how to do a start. Yeah.
Big difference. V1
Yeah.
and a Formula 4 car. I mean, just look
Yeah.
at the surface, right? I mean, even the average Joes will see, oh, these are 2 completely different things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you feel it like, okay, you're at a good level after that? What was going through your head now?
What do you mean? Good level, like when I
Good
got-
level in the sense of like, oh wow, like training in Europe's just paying off.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like, since I've done a lot of days in Europe, like the first 2 sessions, I was like quick to the pace, and we were already adjusting with car setup and stuff, playing around with the car, rather than just learning the car more and more every session. So yeah, definitely training in Europe did a lot.
And that's great to hear. Of course, love seeing Pinoy succeed. Wherever.
Yeah.
And we are biased to friends of the show, right, Claudia? We
That's
always
right.
post when it's our guests. Yeah.
And speaking of that, Pinoy's, there's that lady that's going up as well in the racing,
W Series, Bianca.
Bianca
Oh yeah, Bianca.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Bustamante. She raced here also, right,
Bustamante.
Raymond?
yeah. Familiar name. Yeah, I think she's doing W Series. I think she done the first weekend in Miami.
Yeah.
A week ago.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
It's
that's
good.
no. It's, I think scoring points like you in the debut weekend, of course. So that's another Pinoy weekend that gives
Yeah.
something to
That's
cheer
good.
about. Yeah, Raymond, you guys raced also, right? Bianca would be like in Carmona, also when you guys would be there, no?
She's in my
Ibang
class.
age-
She's in my age group.
your age group, right? Raymond
your
the
age
lolo
group.
nga pala. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah,
Clarence
LR,
is revealing my age.
LRC Raymond.
Yeah.
Lala Raymond. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay lang, Raymond. You know I'm your kuya. Di ba?
Yeah.
Yeah. So wow, it's from Carmona going to these places. Pinoy racers going here and there. I know Stockinger started Carmona also. So, it's great. So, I don't know. Let's just get to the beginning, the end. One round down with Hitech. Looks so much promise. What's in store for you guys? What's missing? What's going well? You want to win, right? We know you want to win.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, with this team, it's possible for sure to win. Like my teammate's winning, but it's only because he's a very good driver and he's done a championship in UAE. I don't know how many rounds it was, 5 or 6 rounds with the same car. So he kind of learned the car a lot earlier than I did and is more experienced with the car. So now after round one, I'm quite familiar with the car now. Like during round one, I was still learning a bit more and more about the car, but now I think I'm fully familiarized with it. And yeah, that's how he got the upper hand from me. And yeah, a bit unlucky with qualifying. Bit of a mix up with the rules with the organizers about track limits. That's why I only qualified 4th or 5th. If not, we would have been for sure a bit further up there. But yeah, not complaining. Scored a decent points. Like I think we're 10 points away from P2, which is not bad. So
Yeah, we saw a lot of promise from you guys
Yeah.
in the first weekend. Yeah. Wow, even the track limits is causing a lot of I don't know, making things hard for people.
a lot of
For
chaos
sure.
with that. Yeah, I think I was heavily affected by the track limits. Like
Uh-huh.
they kind of set the rule, but I don't know. They set the rule, but they were like, oh, but we'll be lenient with it. We won't be. They said they'll be strict, but they were lenient with it. So I was abiding by it, and some drivers, almost all drivers, just kind of like used tiny bit more everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a disadvantage on my end. So yeah, at least now we know like that's how the championship is, and yeah, full push for the next few rounds.
Mm-hmm. Great. Roger, Raymond, anything you want to add? Let's get to the beginning. Let's get to the ending. Of course, before we get to the draft, right? We're excited for
Yeah.
the draft. I might forget something, right? Because I'm excited.
Yeah. For me, it's really like, were you expecting to move to a new team and
No, not at all. I mean, my family and I has been set like we'll do the same the next year with the same team, and then just literally a month before preseason, we just went got the call, and then we like last minute changes and stuff like that, and then we signed with them, and yeah, and I'm here now.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
do you see yourself succeeding more because of this?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Hitech's very promising. It's such a big team. Like all the staff is brilliant. The team owner, Ollie Oaks, like. Yeah, I just felt so welcome, and they're really good, teaching me new things about the car, and like, just very surreal experience. It's nice to be around a big team because they know so much, and I can just learn as a person and especially as a racing driver around them. So yeah, very happy where I am at Hitech.
mm-hmm. Yeah, and we were happy
there
you're
any-
there too.
Yeah, actually, when Claro got I think when we got your article, you moving, he messaged right away. Oh my gosh, you moved to a better team.
Yeah,
Hey, both teams are good. Okay, yeah.
yeah. I mean,
The
Argenti, like
experience team. Yeah.
their driver's third in the championship right now, so they're not too bad. But always biased to the team you're in. Hitech's definitely better.
Is there a F1 driver that came through Hitech?
High tech.
Oh, a lot. George
really?
Russell came through Hitech.
Okay.
I say a lot, but that's the only one I can name.
That counts as a
Current-
that counts as
Yeah.
half already.
currently. Yeah.
Mazepin's in from Hitech.
Yeah,
Um,
Spark.
who else?
I could
In
Google
good
it right
company,
now.
huh?
Yeah.
I'm not sure,
Company.
but Hitech, yeah, definitely a good team. A lot of really good drivers that joined. They developed and they took a lot of really good drivers. They produced top quality drivers for sure.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, I don't
Nice.
think I have much time to. I don't know.
To Google.
Are
No,
there
even
any
work.
plans for the following years?
Sorry,
Are there any plans for the following years?
no plans.
No plans yet.
It's definitely not F4. Like we have to move up.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, budget is a bit of an issue right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not. I'm not letting it get into my head. I'm full push for this season. Just focus on finishing, um, while winning or being top 3 in the championship. Really, to the last round, and we'll see. After the last round, I'll have a sit down with my parents, with my sponsors, and see where we go. I'd like to be in Europe now after this. Um, maybe Formula Regional. It's like an F3 car. It's like a side step before you go to FIA F3.
Yeah.
Or you could just go the biggest jump and go to FIA F3 straight. It's a bit hard. Not a lot of drivers do that. I mean, probably like this year is probably like 1 or 2 drivers who've done it. And yeah,
To add to Raymond, no? I think we did like a 1GB3 weekend also, right? After that
Yeah.
weekend, you seemed confident going back to F4. That was
Yeah,
last
I mean-
season, of course.
I did 1 GB3 race, and it's just a big jump from F4 to F3. And when I went back on the F4 car, it just felt so slow. Like I was
In a
like,
good
"Oh."
way, diba? Yeah, because you're more confident.
I mean, at first it was in a bad way because it was too slow, and then after like getting used to it, then it became a good way because it's not, you're not scared of anything. Not too fast anymore.
Yeah, matter of getting you confident. So I did a quick search, right? So it's Russell, Mazepin, and then the other big boys. You got Liam Lawson, and then Luca Giotto, F2
Yeah.
boys. So that's good company, of course. That's a great
Yep.
track record of
Yep.
that team. Yes. So,
Very good company. Very good company.
yep.
George
George Russell
Russell,
pa
yeah.
lang. Kilala ng
Russell
mga
pa lang,
tao,
yeah.
di ba?
Yeah.
Exactly, right?
George Russell.
Yeah.
For sure.
So let's get to the beginning of the end, no, Claudia? Just run through the magical questions.
Yes.
And then Raymond can add too, if ever. So, Raymond asked about your plans, no? Actually, okay yung question yun, Raymond.
Yeah.
But for you, Eduardo Coseteng, 5 years from now, where do you see yourself? Like,
Ooh.
what is the dream? What's
5
planned out?
years?
Yeah.
Hard to imagine now.
Yeah,
Only
kasi
not 16,
bata ka
17.
pa eh, di ba? Yeah.
21.
I'm 19 this year,
Oh,
September.
you're 19.
5 years.
20,
I would say,
he said.
come on. I mean, F1 could be possible in 5 years. Like,
Mhm.
let's say I'll do a year of Formula Regional, then I'll go FIA F3, win FIA F3, FIA F2, win FIA F2. 5 years done. So the 5th year should be maybe F1. So we'll see.
Why not? Why not? Why not, man? Right?
Keep-
Reach for
keep
the
on-
sky.
Keep on dreaming. So yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean F2, they already show it right before F1 coverage, right? A lot of Pinoys get to watch it already.
Yeah,
I
for
can
sure.
see.
Same weekend they follow F1 in the
Yeah.
calendar the whole way around. Yeah,
Yes.
I mean even F3, like there's selected rounds that they do the same
Yes.
weekend.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. I know the brother Charles Leclerc, like sometimes he's there with his brother because his brother
Yeah.
be racing F3.
Arthur
Similarly.
Leclerc, yeah, he does
Yeah.
F3.
Arthur. Yes. Claudia, on to you.
Okay, so mine is how would you like people to remember you by it? Of course, once you've done all your racing,
Mhm.
after
Yeah.
how many
Lolo
years?
stage
10
na to.
years. Lolo
Diba?
stage.
Forever.
10 years from now, you're retired. How would you
Mm.
like people to remember you?
I mean, I don't know. As the only Pinoy so far in F4, well, the first pure Filipino. I would just like to be remembered as the only one who's made it this far. Basically, I'd like to go further for sure. But yeah, I'd like to be remembered as the one who got as far as possible as a Filipino with the background, the culture I have.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, making the entire country proud, right? Yeah.
Of course.
Okay, Back to the Future time. You watch Back to
Wow.
the Future movie, the time traveling in the
Yeah, I think
DeLorean.
The
yeah.
DeLorean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
88. They hit 88 mph.
88 miles per hour. 88 miles
Yes.
per hour. Yeah.
So you get to go back in time and
Okay.
talk to your 6-year-old self.
Ooh,
Give advice. What would you say?
that's hard. 6-year-old self. Uh, I don't know. Maybe to grow. Like
Like,
I was pretty small for karting. Like it was a bit of a struggle because I was a lot weaker than the rest of the people my age. Like even if I worked double time in the gym, still wasn't enough just because like the center of gravity of how tall you were. Yeah, definitely a struggle then. Like I was like below the steering wheel, so it was hard. So yeah, well, not like on a serious note. I mean, I don't really know. 6-year-old self. It's a good question. That very good question. Uh,
or you can answer it next time, maybe when you come back. I can bail you out there. It's cool. We had another guest. I was like, bro, you can just come back next time. You answer the show, right? Answer
did he
another
answer it next
edition of the
time
show.
or did he answer it on the show?
No, he actually
Oh,
answered.
so he's gonna come back in the coming years.
Um,
Yeah, we're looking
alright.
to just
Maybe we can do that instead. Yeah.
making kwentuhan with our friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. We told them we're in this show for the long run. Brings I know chats the chat with the people, conversations. Yeah. The getting bigger part, like I don't know, pang drink milk, no, on the joking side.
Yeah.
But if you
Cherry
can't reach
fur.
the steering wheel, Raymond, Eduardo, can't you just get a lot of booster seats? I
Yeah.
mean,
it's
I
not
would.
the same.
I get
It's
one.
not-
Yeah.
I have one
Yeah.
booster seat
Okay.
to be honest.
Funny story, but I've seen Eduardo when he was
Yeah.
super young,
Oh my
and he
poor
had
guy.
lots of extenders. His pedal, I think, was custom. I think it's custom, right,
Yeah.
Eduardo?
Yeah.
He had extenders for that. The pedal.
Yeah.
He was that. He was
My
that
legs are
young.
too short. They couldn't reach the pedals.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even in Europe, like when I was 15, 16,
Okay.
especially in the wet, you kind of have to be a bit taller, just to you lean on the side and get more grip out of the car.
Okay.
Like
Ooh.
Oh,
I
interesting.
actually had I had the extension, the pedal extensions, plus I had the thing under my butt to make me a bit higher.
Yeah, the booster. Yeah.
But yeah, it helped a bit, but for sure it's not the same as when you're naturally taller, like just with the
Mhm.
weight and how long your torso is. Yeah.
I get where you're coming from. Okay, makonting lesson there, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay,
Interesting.
we can wrap up the formal conversation before the highly anticipated draft. Eduardo, we want to give you the floor to say hi to your dad, of course, your mom, family, friends, fan club, right? There's some people who say hi to you over there in the UK, so we'd like to give you the floor. Yes.
Yeah, just shout out to all the fans for all the support, especially my sponsors, Patron Corporation and Autoplus Sports Center. Yeah, and of course my parents, my mom and my dad, for supporting me since I was little, and keep on continuing this little dream of mine of reaching Formula One. Yeah, that's all.
Ayan.
Woohoo!
Us cheering crazy, the background when you mentioned Petron.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So, that does it with the formal conversation. Pero tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang ating conversation dito because it is time for our Who the Heck Are We?
Wait. Oh, you're gonna do it. You're gonna.
Yep. So, it's time for our Who the Heck Are We? What a draft. All right. Minsan may away over the answers of people, right? So, anyway, guys, here we go. Dream or favorite vacation spots. No repeating of answers again. We explained how it works. So it's a draft, right? You're coming up with your quote unquote team. So Eduardo, you get first pick, of course, and Raymond, Claudia. And then this is a bit difficult because we are four. No, normally when we draft, we're just three. If we get stuff, I
Right.
doubt it will though with the topic. We just help each other out.
Favorite. I mean, is it like somewhere you've been or you want to go?
It can be both. Kaya dream or favorite. This is
Okay, right.
favorite because you love it,
Okay.
or dream you want to
Okay.
go to that certain place. Are you naming a racetrack?
Could be. I mean, I'd like to go to Greece and Athens. It's quite nice.
Okay. Nice pick. Okay, Raymond.
I would
yeah?
say for mine, Cebu.
Oh, that's good.
Ayan, you went for your local. Oh, so part of the gimmick, by the way, guys, 2 of our answers have to be local. Can give it at any time. Yeah. Claudia.
Dream and favorite. Barcelona.
Barcelona. Spain.
It's a good
You
racetrack,
guys.
right?
I've been there. Yeah.
Racetrack. Racetrack.
Have you
Yeah, Catalonia, right?
Catalonia.
Have you been there? The racetrack itself. Eduardo's asking.
No.
Di ba?
I've
Di
been
ba?
to. No, I may have passed it.
All right.
I may have passed the Barcelona, the Plaza de la Catalunya.
Circuit de Catalonia. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I
Uh-huh.
passed it. Yeah, I went
Yes.
to Camp Nou and all that, but
Okay.
All
yeah,
right.
I've been to
That's right.
Barcelona. It's my favorite. Well, with the third one mentioned, I got like, but the first and second was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the next race. That's the next F1 race, right?
Barcelona.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barcelona.
You went there, Eduardo. Have you been there at least as a fan? Or just
No, I've never
training?
watched a race in
Not yet,
Barcelona.
no. Yeah. Okay. So for me, I'll go with Orange County, California.
So American.
I know, right? Even when we drafted food, right? You kept
I
picking.
know. So American.
My sister lives in Orange County.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have relatives there. Yeah. Orange County kasi Disneyland's there. That's part of the answer.
Yeah.
But not the main reason why. Not the main reason why. There's a lot of stuff. Sorry, I lost the county. Let me add that. Yeah. But I gotta do my second pick. Oh my. New York, USA. Yeah.
New
I've been
York.
there. Bitin 4 days lang in New York. You can't do everything you want. Hell a lot to do there. Okay, Claudia and Raymond.
Can living there for 10 years be?
Counted yan, you don't live there na eh. Yeah, so
Well,
vacation na
I
when you
might
go
be
there.
living there now.
Counted pa rin
Again,
eh. Hindi pa step eh.
Sydney, Australia.
Okay.
Oh, how can I say that one? How can I-
Voila.
Yeah.
Here we go,
What's that?
everyone. Here we go. Here's Claudia,
You could say-
finally you stole someone's answer, not the other way around, eh. Raymond? Eduardo 2 straight. Yeah.
Ooh.
No, it's
I would
Raymond.
say
Pratt.
I know,
mine
it's Raymond
is
Eduardo 2 straight. Yeah.
Hong Kong.
Pwede ba yan? You live there also eh.
No,
Well,
I don't really live there. I don't really live there.
Okay.
I just stayed there for a year last year.
I know.
Okay.
So
What
if
do you? Sorry, go.
Sorry, Edward. Go ahead.
Why did you stay in Hong Kong for a year?
Oh, because my mom stays there, so
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
she asked us to stay there.
All right. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. May Disneyland din yan, so that could have been on
Yeah.
the list.
Goodness.
More than Disneyland, guys. This is more Disneyland. A lot in Hong Kong. Yeah. Oh, the hiking there's cool.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hiking.
So Eduardo, you got 2 straight. So advantage
Ooh.
yours. Yeah.
I'd
You got
say
pole position.
Ballin.
Hey. Nice. You played your local card na. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I'd say Seoul in Korea.
Korea.
So,
South Korea.
Yeah.
mahilig ka ba sa K-pop? Hence the answer.
No, not K-pop. Just K-drama.
Samgyeopsal.
Just K-drama and the
Okay.
food, not
Oh my
K-pop.
God.
K-pop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Raymond.
Raymond.
I just wanted to check, man. I just wanted to check.
Yeah.
K-drama, I've had my runs at that too.
I would add Ibiza in my list.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay.
Right.
Teka lang. And then Claudia, let's get your answer out of the way.
Mine? Oh, you might have a
Yep.
hard time spelling this because I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to say it.
Sige,
Dubrovnik.
Google ko na. Oh, I might have seen that watching documentary.
Croatia.
Yeah, testing ko nga.
Oh,
BUBROV.
Tama ba?
Where?
Talo na ba ako?
IK.
Also, I'm right.
Yeah, IK.
How do you
Yeah.
how do you pronounce it?
Dubrovnik.
Dubrovnik.
Dubrovnik. Yeah.
Yeah, watch a documentary. Dubrovnik is one of the places.
I was
Tama
supposed
pa.
to go there, but then
COVID.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna play my local card na. Been there. So I wanna go back. El Nido.
Oh
Or did I get your answer?
no, did you race there, Raymond? Did we race there before?
Where?
In
Palawan has a
Palawan.
kart track, right?
Yeah,
Nido?
there's a contract.
No.
Oh wow.
I wasn't already racing when
Oh
the
right,
car
yeah,
track was built. I think you
yeah,
did.
yeah. I did a few races there. It's actually one of
Nice.
my favorite tracks. It's a really good track.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's
Nice.
really good.
hmm Is it a high speed or more of the technical twists and
It's
turns?
both. It's like
It's
high
both.
speed and technical and twisty.
Okay. I know. That's how I could describe Pampanga. There's a section. Oh, there's a lot of layouts. Yeah. Pampanga's a lot of layouts.
Yeah.
There's a tight, twisty section. Oof, do I name my other local? No, I'll save it for later. Tokyo. Next.
Japan.
Okay.
Then I
Talia.
have to name my local na, no?
Local ka na. Local ka na.
Bukidnon. Oh, is that? Can you? Because I live there.
You don't...
I go back and forth. Is that
If
considered?
we let
or-
Raymond with Hong Kong.
No, but Raymond in Hong Kong he lived there for 1 year.
Yeah.
I call Bukidnon my home.
I'd
So it's
I'd
out.
say okay lang.
I
Yeah.
don't know about that too.
I'd say okay lang. Yeah. Actually, if you guys are mean, you can say no, hindi yan pwede. That's how we go with rules lang.
Yeah,
Let's
like
leave it to the
it's
two
not-
racers.
it's not my vacation. It's not.
When you go
really
home,
my-
I might
I go
you work
home.
at the same time when you're on
Yeah.
vacation there.
I
right?
have clothes there, so it's actually not. I
Yeah.
shouldn't consider
You
it.
got stuff there.
I'll just put as member honorable mention.
Just put a city beside Bukidnon.
Oh no, it's hard. Okay, I'll change it na. Sige.
Sige.
Kailangan no? Kailangan of
You're down to your locals. Yeah. Two locals.
It has
Yeah.
to be
Just for the
locals.
viewers.
Panglao Bohol.
Panglao Island.
Yeah.
Okay. Raymond. That's the island, of course. Island. Yeah.
I would put London on my list.
London. Oops. Eduardo, you got your last two. And then after Eduardo's last two, you are the referee, Eduardo. So you can say yay or nay.
All right. What do you mean? So if I could like approve or disapprove?
Yeah,
Yeah.
after your two picks. Because the three of us might have disputes. Yeah.
All right.
But it rarely happens. Yes.
It rarely happens. Yeah.
The floor is yours for your two local picks.
Okay. Put Boracay.
Boracay. Okay. Yeah.
Finally,
Yeah.
somebody said it.
I was thinking of getting Boracay
Classic.
at number
Yeah.
4. I'm like, I don't want to hog the beaches.
Yeah.
I'll gladly give you Boracay. Yes. Hindi yan stolen. I'm not declaring it as stolen. Okay, one more. Local.
I couldn't decide. Like I'm trying to think of like a racetrack I really want to go to.
Uh-huh.
Maybe
Not the one in Palawan?
no. Maybe Macau. You know, quite not bad there.
That's
Macau
okay.
Grand Prix. That's the street track.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ay,
I'm racing
but-
starting as well.
Okay. Ay, you're out of for local pala. We can put Macau as your honorable mention though.
No, he's got
Yeah.
two local.
I've got the
Balisin.
Boracay,
Sorry.
Balisin. Yeah.
Balisin
He's
is
okay,
entering
he's
from
okay.
as foreign. It's so exotic. My bad. I clearly haven't
He's got
eaten.
two. Yeah.
Ay. Macau. Okay.
Raymond.
Actually, I want to watch the Macau GP also.
That's what I'm saying. Like if I were to race there in F3, like for sure there will be a lot more fans than in Europe. Like 'cause it's
Sure,
easy
Paul.
to go to.
Yeah.
Well,
go to-
sign us
Mhm.
up. Turn 1. PBA
Yeah,
banners.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fight. Boo.
Something like that.
Okay, referee Eduardo, in case Raymond, Claudia, we will wrap it up. Wow, kala ko Balisin.
I need one more local, right?
You need one more local. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Cebu,
I put Batanes.
Batanes. Nice, huh? Nice.
That's a nice place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to live there for a bit.
Yeah. Maybe I thought Balisin was because it looks like it looks foreign in some places, in
Yeah,
some
it does.
corners with the architecture. So sabaw lang ako there. My bad. Didn't register. Okay, Claudia, final pick.
That beach, oh my gosh.
What's the beach?
That really, really very expensive beach.
Surigao, Siargao.
Oh no. Oh my
Is it
goodness.
in the Philippines? No.
Yeah, it's in the Philippines. Oh my gosh, I was thinking of it earlier. It's like
Ala.
we're Anthony Davis and sina the NBA go to
Coron.
no
Okay.
Aman, is it?
Amampolo.
Yeah,
Pula. Okay.
Yeah.
Amampolo.
See,
Okay.
Why? You were gonna say that too, Raymond?
yeah, I was gonna say it earlier, but I was like, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
All three of you guys wanted that, no?
You gave it
All
me.
right.
Yeah.
yeah,
Man,
because I was out of my,
you used Cebu already, no?
yeah, I
Yeah.
used
Yeah.
Cebu,
Inggit na ako tuloy Cebu because of lechon. I'm hungry.
yeah,
I really didn't relate kasi talaga eh. Yeah, that's really my style eh. Don't go podcasting full. Wow, what's the last one for local, no? Boracay. Yeah?
No, I'm still with my Sydney, Australia, because I lived there for 10 years. It shouldn't really be part of it.
But your stuff aren't there anymore eh. Okay.
No, I do. I do
Meron
have stuff
ba?
there. Yeah. I still have a lot.
Paano yan?
Kaya
Paano
nga,
yan?
so-
That's the answer. Baka ma-black flag ka here since
I
racing
know,
is
I
the
know. I
theme.
might get black flag.
Black flag, dalawang technical foul or stop
I
and
know,
go
right?
penalty.
Red card or 10-second
Yeah.
10-second pit stop.
Yeah, but a while ago I just felt I said pwede kasi how do I say this? It's not
Because
you
I
can't
might
just
move back there.
But you can just move back easily like
And I'm an Australian citizen, so that
Yeah.
shouldn't have been.
Okay.
That should have not been.
Okay. I felt I just gave it na kasi tawag nito. It's harder than moving there other than bukid nun na you'll stay there na lang all of a sudden.
But I was Australian, so sige, let me think.
Okay.
Okay, you're next.
Oo nga eh. Yeah. I was letting you talk so I can think.
No, because I could change that with Vienna, Austria.
Yeah, nga. Yeah,
If
sige.
you-
I can let you change it.
Yeah, Vienna, Austria.
Ay, wait, si referee pala. Race
Oh yeah,
steward.
si referee
Race steward.
Eduardo.
Will you allow?
Would you allow me to choose change my number 2?
Number 2.
Yeah, because I live there.
Claudia
I'm a Australian
lives-
citizen.
Yeah.
Yeah, pala, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
oh, pwede. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Vienna, Austria.
The Vienna sausages.
No,
They got good schnitzel is something that's famous down there. No?
I love Austria.
Good food.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Like try that too. Okay. Time to play a local card. I
Yeah.
still don't know, to be honest. No. Pearl Farm in Davao. I went there before. I still want to go back. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that Davao
It's a
pala.
beautiful.
Pearl
that's a
Farm?
beautiful-
Yeah, I forgot about Davao.
Yeah. And you throw all the bread to the water, the fishes will just
Yeah.
go there.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, how does this go? Do I put Pearl Farm or do I put the island it's in?
Samal?
Yeah.
Samal.
Samal na lang mismo, no?
Yeah, Samal.
Okay.
Because Pearl
Island.
Farm is a place, and we all put the
What
island.
places mismo,
Yeah.
yeah. Samal Island and Davao. So, guys, what do you think about your list? There's a bit of he stole my answer, she stole my answer. Eduardo,
Yeah,
you good
I
with
just
your
had to
list?
change mine.
Yeah.
Because I live there and I'm an Australian citizen. I might go back there. So
Yeah. Stop and go penalty ako for thinking balisin verbal not registering as
yeah, oh
local.
gosh.
Yeah, like, Huh? But I forgot to read for a while. Are you happy with your list, Eduardo, Raymond?
Yeah, I'm happy with the list.
Yeah. Okay.
The good list.
Order priority ba yan for vacation? Mine is.
Is it
Ooh,
really?
Maybe.
By coincidence, mine kind of is. Yeah. Oh, Raymond, you miss Hong Kong already. That's number 2, no? Nakamute ka.
I'll keep Hong Kong.
Okay.
You keep Hong Kong? You'll keep Hong Kong?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, Hong Kong's number 2, so that's number 2 in your priority. You miss it already.
Yeah, I'd love to come back.
Okay. Sige. Wow, this was fun, guys.
Yeah.
Good thing we came up with the topic. You don't come across topics every time, eh?
Yeah, you have like a bucket list now, and like a set bucket list of what you want to do, like where you want to go.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
This is it, no? This is it, I guess, since we did it. We
in
did it. And we're gonna
Japan.
post it.
Japan's good. Japan's
Yeah.
nice.
I guess I will do the karting thing.
Yeah.
Just
I think they stopped it. I think they
because
stopped
of
that.
COVID, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm counting the places I've been.
Dami yan for sure. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I think we can wrap up. No, guys, we don't take up too much of your time, Eduardo and Raymond, of course. Yes. So, I think that does it, guys, for this episode. Eduardo, we hope you don't mind. We'll put you backstage. We'll catch you there.
No worries.
To wrap
Yeah.
up the show.
Cool.
Right. All right. Fun episode, guys. Raymond, thank you so much for bringing us that different dimension. No, because it's really cool that you
Thank
guys
you.
got to grow up in that same track together. That's fantastic, right? Track of Marlon Stockinger, Eduardo, Raymond, dami, diba? Please don't hate me if I miss names because I'm daming up. Go through Carmona, Cavite. Even Matthew Marsh, right? F1 Pondit,
Oh, gosh,
or I
yeah.
guess here and there, right? Fun episode. Again, great catching up with Eduardo. I'm happy, of course. He's improving. Yes. And I'm excited for the upcoming Merge F4 season. We hope we could have it for the local viewers now. But for now, we'll have to do it
Okay. Yeah.
radio coverage, minsan my live stream. Yeah. Kari, what do you think?
No, I'm glad that he got that call for a new team. He's in a better, well, he's in a, I guess,
A
more
great
experienced
session.
team.
Yeah.
A more experienced team. And maybe because of that, we'll be able to see him in F2, F3, F2,
F3.
and then in 5 years time, F1.
Mhm.
We'll
Yeah,
have a friend in F1.
Yeah, di ba? So stress tayo. We'll prepare our PBA style
Our
banners.
PBA, yeah.
Yeah, turn to ate yan in Macau if ever.
And then make
That's
sure
what I'm
voices
dreaming
are really
also.
high and shrieking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, yan lang yung madali. Yes.
Yeah.
Raymond, fantastic episode, no? Catching up with Eduardo because you got to race with him a bit also, right?
Yeah.
How's it connecting now? Podcaster perspective. You're not being asked the questions.
Wow. It's very new to me, and I'm very happy for Eduardo. Seeing him grow up, I've seen him start karting and up to where he is right now. I'm very happy for him, and I'm supporting him all the way. I hope he makes it, and I hope he achieves every race car driver's dream, which is to reach Formula One.
Right. He gave a big shout out to his parents, sponsors, support system. Malaking bagay yan talaga eh.
Mhm.
Diba?
Correct.
Yeah. And it's great. And the entire country is behind him, right?
It is. It
Yeah,
is,
yeah. I mean, it's no joke. We're all behind him, of course. No second thoughts, right? So that does it again. Caro Manzano on behalf of Claudia Perrine, Raymond Cudala, episode 99 in the books already. So we're gonna catch you